Previously on the MPP.
How do you trade for someone you know is going to be a free agent without, making a plan to resign them, like talking to their agent, getting an idea that there's a good chance you can resign them? And if not, and if he leaves, that's a fireable offense. I think Ryan Poles, the GM of the Chicago Bears, should be fired if they cannot resign Montez Sweat.
Bears, the Niners. What a surprise, huh? Both of our teams make a big trade at the deadline.
The Niners just knew we need something for the podcast.
Exactly. They were like, hey, the MPP is struggling, so here, gifted you a trade. But the Niners get Chase Young from the Commanders for a third-round pick, which the Niners got that third-round pick because the Titans signed one of their executives, which is kind of wild. That's how it's done. But so they traded a executive for Chase Young. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast. And this is episode number 60. Finally got to a, was that even number? 10 number? I don't know.
0 at the end, I guess.
0 at the end, yeah. Whatever.
Divisible by 5.
Is it? 12?
It's 0 and 5 is divisible by 5, so.
Oh, nice.
That's simple math right there. Come on.
Yeah, well,
That's early math.
Don't really use math anymore in my life.
Also, episode 160 for the listeners, just the audio listeners,
Yeah.
We don't forget about you out there.
I'm not gonna lie, I listened to the audio on the way home yesterday of the last episode. It really took me back to the old days of just audio only.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still sounds good, hey. It still sounds good. But I really like everyone seeing our faces, Feels better.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they appreciate it that much. Maybe they don't like looking at our faces. Well, if that's the case, just listen to it.
Yeah. Just listen to it. Put a screen over your TV or your phone or whatever.
Or just pull up the audio,
I guess.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that stuff.
But let's get into this episode with Noah's headlines from this past week.
Yeah, so starting off, we got a big one out of women's college basketball. Number 1 LSU, who was obviously ranked number 1, but they're seen as the favorite to win it all.
They're ranked number 1.
Yeah, they said they are ranked number 1.
Oh, yeah.
The favorite to win it all.
Yep.
They just added Haley Van Lith, who was a star for Louisville. Louisville, right?
She was like, Louisville. I think she was like top 5 prospect.
She's definitely one of the best women's college basketball players right now.
Yeah.
LSU pretty much brought back their whole team also. So they have all the team chemistry, and they ended up losing to Colorado. Didn't know women's Colorado is ranked number 20, so it's not a crazy upset because it is a ranked team. But normally in women's college basketball, if you're ranked number 1, you're not losing.
Yeah.
Like when's the last time like what?
For a while, it was UConn. They didn't lose for like 5 years, and then South Carolina. Then South Carolina took over, and they didn't lose, and then LSU didn't lose all of last year and the year before, I think, or something like that. Yeah,
so we're gonna get a new number 1 next week. We haven't got it yet. Standings haven't changed, but it was just a big surprise for a lot of people, and they lost by I think 14. So it was double digits. Yeah, very surprising out there. Any thoughts on that? Or?
I think Colorado was. I think they got to the Elite 8 last year. So I mean, pretty solid team.
Not a bad team.
Yeah, they didn't lose to a bad team, but still a 20 over the defending champs who, talk all that shit. So
yeah, and added a huge player to an already stacked team. So
exactly.
It's like,
I mean, she was the bright spot. I don't know if you saw the highlights, but
no.
Haley Van Lith was pretty much carrying the team. And
Hey,
then
she's that
Angel
girl.
Reese was just like putting up these wild shots, airballing. Like it just didn't look good. Like no flow. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the first game. So
Yeah, I mean, it's first game. Yeah, like you said, first game of the season, long season, what, 30 games, I think, right?
Mhm.
So they'll definitely plenty of time to build the chemistry up that they don't have yet. So um, next, we got another huge player potentially heading to the NBA in a couple of years. We got a 7'6" basketball player on his way, committed to Florida. So we're gonna actually see him in college, get to play a little bit. It's an unofficial 7'6", so apparently, we don't know for sure if he's 7'6", but
Hey,
all the reports are he's 7'6". He was um, labeled the tallest teenager in the world last year or
what's his
this
name?
year. His name is Olivier Roux. Olivier, and then Riaux for his last name. So he's got a name. That's a name on him right there.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, he was a 4-star out of IMGM Academy.
Yeah,
So
IMG. Yeah, that's right.
a lot of people looking forward to see what he can do. I think it's gonna be the first like star, huge like center type player since I guess Chet Holmgren to go to college. But
Yeah.
Chet's 7'2", I think 7'3". So this guy's supposed to be even taller. And Wembanyama, is 7'4". So this guy's supposed to be 2 inches
Taller
taller
than
than that. So we'll see how he does in college if he can handle it. See if he's a one and done. But potentially another top center. Like
yeah.
what, this last 3 years it was Holmgren, Wembanyama, and now this guy potentially.
Damn, that's crazy. He's only a 3-star recruit. Damn, that stinks.
He
So
doesn't have the shot down, doesn't have the handle, but he's a big guy.
how tall is Edie from Purdue?
I think he's 7'4". He's just 7'4", between 7'2",
Yeah,
7'4", I think.
7'4".
Yeah. So the big men making a comeback
I
a
guess
little
so.
bit there.
I mean, Taco Fall was probably the one before that, and he didn't really pan out.
Yeah, and then there was the guy who got drafted by the Pistons a while ago from Georgetown or UConn. I can't remember his name, but that was like years ago, like probably 10 years ago now.
Hmm.
Can't remember his name. Bust. And he was like 7'3". I think he only played barely a season in the NBA.
Oh damn, Taco Fall's playing in China now.
Man, get the money. I bet you he makes a lot of money over there. I think China's the second basketball country.
There's a YouTube video that says why Taco Fall is banned from the NBA.
And
Damn,
gotta get those clicks.
really fell off then.
And then next, the last topic, MLB free agency is here. Unlike other sports, it happens right after the season. Pretty
People
much
don't
right
mess
after the
around.
season. Yeah, it's like a week after. You can make trades now and start negotiating.
Yeah,
So you have Shohei, obviously the top free agent right now.
yeah.
It's looking like the Dodgers, Giants, and the Mets are probably the favorite to land him. I would probably take Mets out of it. I don't think he's going to go East Coast, but Angels still have a chance. He started there. I guess you can say it's his hometown team.
Yeah.
I guess so. He might go back there. So those three teams potentially dark horse Mariners. Yoshinobu Yamamoto coming
Nice.
from Japan. Dodgers, Mets, Red Sox the favorite. Don't sleep on the Giants on this one though. They need some pitching. Sneak in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And potentially the Yankees, they got money to spend. Got Blake Snell, who potential Cy Young winner. I don't think they announced it yet. Um, I don't know where he's gonna go. It seems like a Dodger signing. He's 31 years old, so Dodgers throw a nice little 3-year, $100 million contract at him. Probably not that high, but.
Yeah.
3 years 70. Cody Bellinger, who had terrible back-to-back years and just had a great year last year. Watch out for the Giants on this one. Potential Cubs, and obviously the Yankees need a left-handed bat because all they had was Rizzo, I believe, last year, and then he got hurt. So they're basically a right-handed hitting team.
Yep.
Aaron Nola just in the World Series. Josh Hader, Sonny Gray, Jordan Montgomery, JD Martinez, who's what, like, I don't know, he's like 35.
Yeah.
So
Seems like he's old.
and Matt Chapman, don't sleep on the Giants getting Matt Chapman here also. Good year last year, plays third base. That's a need for the Giants. I mean, they got Casey Smith, but he had an up and down season, so we'll see how that goes.
I just want the Giants to sign like a star, please, please.
Yeah, those are the top 10 names right now. So plenty of spots they can land. But Jung Ho Lee, another Japanese, or I think he might be Korean. Actually, he's a Korean player. Center fielder. Nice prospect right there. 25 years old. Hey, Giants.
Giants right there. Yep.
Giants. But Yankees are looking in. I think he's lefty, so Yankees get lefties. But yeah, that's all I got. Looking
Nice.
forward to the winter meetings coming up in a month.
They
Baseball.
canceled the meetings right now due to a stomach virus. Did you see that?
No, well, looking forward to the free
Yeah.
agency. You know, in general, you don't
I
really
don't
need
know
the meetings
what
that
type
much.
of MLB meetings it was, but yeah, it got canceled one day early. So
Oh,
ooh. Ooh.
that's fine. I mean, I bet winter meetings is more just like a let's go drink and have some fun and talk to each other
Yeah.
type thing. You know,
Exactly.
you don't need to do that.
Also, I heard maybe Pete Alonso little trade action to the Giants.
Yeah, there are a lot of trade rumors out there right now. Also, Juan Soto's one of them, but
Yeah.
it's looking like he might get to the trade deadline before he's traded,
Yeah.
depending on how Padres do.
All right. I got some football headlines. First one being Joshua Dobbs got traded. I think last week we got I think we mentioned it in the podcast, but he got traded to the Vikings. No one expected him to play, to suit up. He doesn't know the offense. He doesn't even know his teammates yet, but he gets thrown into the action and has a comeback win for the Vikings.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, but he is a aerospace engineer and intern at NASA, so he's got some brains.
He's a genius, that guy.
Yeah, it's a pretty smart guy. So I feel like running a offense isn't that hard.
Hey, he's the whole package.
Photogenic, right? Memory is that
Photographic.
photographic?
Photogenic is like you look good in pictures.
Oh yeah, me too.
I mean, he looks pretty good, you know. So,
But he has an unbelievable performance. He comes back and wins. No one expected it. Wide receivers are telling him what routes they were running in the huddle, which is wild. Didn't know any what is it, audibles or anything. Or and then plus you got CJ Stroud, statement game, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns.
touchdowns, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and beat in a barn burner with Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Noah, who had the better performance last Sunday, Joshua Dobbs or CJ Stroud?
First, I think barn burner. That's the opposite. I think that's a low scoring game.
Shootout.
Shootout. Yeah. I think Dobbs might have been more impressive to come in there and basically wing it and come back win the game.
Yeah.
He came in, he got sacked for a safety, but I mean, what do you expect? Like, he doesn't know the offense.
Yeah.
I saw people saying stuff like that, like he had 2 turnovers, whatever. Like, he just got thrown into the game. He just got on the team like 2 days ago.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting. He was just chilling.
Yeah, but Bryce Young also extremely impressive for a young QB.
CJ Stroud.
CJ. I was thinking Bryce Young because Bryce Young. I was going to say Bryce Young had, compared to CJ Stroud, has had a terrible start.
Yeah.
But yeah, CJ Stroud, um, very impressive, very impressive. I mean, he set a record for rookies passing yards in a game. I don't know about the touchdowns, but 5 touchdowns, comeback win also technically with what a minute and a half left, 2 timeouts,
Drove
led the
down the field.
team 80 yards. Yeah, hey, not many people can do that.
No.
Except Josh Dobbs, I think you can do it. So I'll go with Josh Dobbs. I like Josh Dobbs' performance.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Josh Dobbs because there's so much backstory to it because he just got there. I mean, CJ Stroud, he he's been putting up numbers, but you know, he hasn't been consistent, I would say. He's around like the 200 mark, 250 he'll get to, but I don't know. I still think Dobbs has a better performance last week, and we'll see this week and see how Dobbs do on a full week of practice.
Yeah, actually
Finally,
spending time with the team.
yeah, spending time with the team, not dropping off his bags and then going onto the field. Um,
Well, I will
and
say real quick,
yeah,
um, CJ Stroud overperforming, um, but no one expected this from Josh Dobbs.
no,
This is
yeah,
not expected. People expect this from CJ Stroud, even though he is playing more like higher
yeah,
than people expected. But hey, top 2 pick, and then
yeah,
Josh Dobbs. I don't even know if he was a late round draft pick or not even drafted. What 5 years ago or something like that. So
yeah. People got
good for him.
Dobbs probably getting a huge payday. I don't know if you saw that report
He
as
deserves
a
it.
high level QB2.
He deserves it. I don't know where, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everyone needs backup QB.
everyone loves a good
I mean,
backup.
you could even still keep him in Minnesota if they bring back Kirk Cousins for a year or 2 years. I
I
don't
think
know.
they're gonna draft a QB.
Yeah,
We'll
they
see.
need
Josh
a young
Dobbs though,
QB.
he'll have an opportunity somewhere. Hopefully.
But this leads me to my next headline. CJ Stroud, killing it. Bryce Young, on the other hand, just lost last night as well to the Bears. We
Well, that's
finally
why I
won.
said Bryce.
We won. Yeah. So yeah. I know.
Saw it, I guess.
Yeah. It's okay. You jumped the gun a little bit, but
Sorry.
CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. Bryce Young got drafted before CJ, so it kind of brings up the question: did the Panthers choose the wrong QB? Uh, there's a couple things to this that I just wondering. I mean, CJ Stroud has a way better situation than what Bryce Young walked into. Like, even though the Texans just hired D'Amico Ryans, I mean, he came from the Niners. He was well prepared. I think he's way better than
Frank
Frank
Reich.
Reich from the Panthers, who got fired from the Colts. So I don't know. I just think CJ Stroud has a better team that he's on and has more weapons, and the Panthers are still trying to figure it out. Is that a knock on Bryce Young? I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to come in and just change the team around, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. They're going to be linked forever. 1 and 2. It's the same thing with like the Pat Mahomes draft. Like he's going to be linked to every single team that didn't pick him before. But like personally, like the same thing with Patrick Mahomes. If he had gone to the Bears, which is like the number one link between them two, I don't think he'd be the Patrick Mahomes that he is now. Like
Yeah,
he'd have no offensive line. He would have to start right away, not under who was it, Alex Smith for a year.
yeah.
Um, but for I don't know, you just have to think like
I
Stroud
mean,
had to
also,
deal with
yeah, Stroud came in and he started right away, and he
yeah,
just put up.
and he also had to deal with that not having a good offensive line. The offensive line was hurt for at least the first 5 games of the season. I guess the only thing you can argue is he has a better wide receiver group,
Mhm.
but I mean, Miles Sanders going into the year was like a huge get for the Panthers.
He's a dud.
Thielen was a big name, even though he's kind of old. Um,
Yeah,
they have Hayden Hurst, who was really good in Cincinnati. So I don't think he's lacking a lot of weapons.
yeah.
Maybe he could use a couple more, but I just think the team's awful. for the
Yeah.
Panthers
Yeah.
overall. And Bryce Young, I like Stroud over Young
Mm.
um, before they drafted Young, but
Also, too, Frank Reich, he had like five QBs in like 5 years, I think. Just like nothing happened.
mhm.
Um, so I don't know. Maybe he's just been dealing with older QBs that maybe doesn't they don't need any structure or mentoring. So maybe he can't mentor
But he
Bryce
he
Young.
was known to be like a QB
Yeah,
guru,
exactly.
like
Yeah.
that. This is his thing. Like he's
Yeah.
supposed to mold QBs. So
Something ain't molding.
Bryce Young, yeah, he didn't look bad. Like he knows how to move in the pocket, which is good because he's
Yeah.
so small. But I just don't know. I don't know if the arm strength is there. He's
Yeah.
pretty accurate, but he didn't have a good accuracy against the Bears.
I don't know.
I can't imagine being the Panthers trading up to number one, having your pick of three QBs and getting the worst one.
Yeah.
Like that would suck
Yeah.
as a Carolina Panther fan.
Yeah. True. But let's move on to my last headline from last week. James Madison has been in the news. Their football team is 9-0 undefeated. They're trying to get bowl eligibility from the NCAA. But yeah, football is 9-0. The basketball, men's basketball, just beat Michigan State, number 4 in the nation. James Madison was unranked, but supposedly James Madison has been good past couple years. So it's a big surprise, but people know this team is good. And then I just saw that James Madison men's soccer just beat the number 1 team in the nation, Central Florida. So they're on a little hot streak here. James Madison putting their school on the map.
Hey, maybe they're the next big school
Yeah.
to join. I mean, what was the last school that was like not well known to just all of a sudden be great,
Mm,
Because there's a lot of just established schools already,
yeah.
like Oregon sports school, Alabama sports school,
Yeah.
UCLA, USC, those are big.
Sports.
UConn,
Yeah.
yeah, like
All
all
the
those are
top.
all known.
Yeah.
When's the last time a school has just kind of come out of nowhere and just like what did they just start being ranked every year now? Like when's the last time that's happened?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another someone I don't know, maybe Florida Gulf Coast
Yeah, for basketball, but
basketball.
like for
Baseball. I
multiple
thought they were there for
sports,
baseball too.
yeah, they did have I think they had 2 good years. I don't know, maybe three, but I can't think of a school who's just kind of just jumped onto the scene and stayed there.
Yeah.
We
What
still have all
conference
these
is
big
it?
schools who just recruit all the best recruits. So
Yeah. So they're in the Sun Belt Conference.
maybe Gonzaga, but that they've mainly just been basketball.
Yeah. Yeah. So maybe James Madison, be on the lookout. Where were they? Like were they not in the NCAA? Really?
I don't know.
Were
I
they
don't
in
know why
Division
they.
Two?
I'm guessing they're probably Division two moved up to Division one, which is why they're not bowl eligible. 'Cause I think you have to wait a year or 2 years before you can be bowl eligible, which is
Yeah.
pretty dumb. If you're good enough to move up a division, why should you have to wait to play a bowl game?
Yeah. I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
GCU would be a good school, but I don't know if they were up. They've always been Division one because they were mainly online school, and then they turned into a good
look up
basketball, baseball team.
what
They're
conference are
really
they?
good at baseball. Oh, I have no idea. Probably not a good one.
West Coast Elite. I don't know. It's conferences are so confusing. Jeez. Like I
Yeah,
don't know where these people are.
there's just so many schools. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, congrats
anyways,
to James Madison.
yeah, shout out to James
Make a name
Madison.
for yourself.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But let's move to some Weddle.
Weddle.
Weddle. Weddle.
So what do we want to do? What position are we thinking?
We still haven't got a QB yet. And it
We want to start off with a QB.
kind of makes me upset.
This is CJ. Why not? We've been talking about CJ.
Or does it say
I don't know if it tells you your last guesses.
Okay. Wide receivers, running backs, QBs, and tight end. Okay. So they're in there. I guess there's just let's go CJ Stroud.
See if we got a QB on our hands this time.
Yes.
Oh, we do got a QB.
We got a QB.
Older. AFC.
Short number. NFC or AFC, yeah. We got this one. Under 7.
It's a shorter QB. Well, I guess it's probably normal height, right? Like 6 foot.
Derek Carr. It's the NFC.
No, that's NFC. Honestly, we could throw a Derek Carr, but
AFC.
I mean, we could do a Mahomes. I don't know how tall Mahomes is.
Mahomes is number 15.
Oh, yeah,
good number. Yeah.
You're right. What number is no, Lamar Jackson. I'm just trying to think of big names. Purdy's too high.
AFC.
Hurts.
NFC.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Let's get in the right conference here, huh?
Yeah, oh, he's NFC. You're right. I don't know why I thought it was AFC.
Yes. Bills, Josh Allen.
Ryan Tannehill's number's too high. I mean, it should be easy. It should be the only team, person with a low number because everyone else has a high number. Zach Wilson. How old is he though? He's probably 24.
Yeah, it's in the conference.
6'1", potentially.
Ooh,
2.
He's number 30.
So between 2 and 7, could be a number 5. Older than 24 though. Oh, I think I know who it is. Deshaun Watson. It has to be Deshaun Watson. He's number 4.
How about Russell Wilson?
What number is he? Number 2? Or no, he's number 3.
He's 3, right?
Yeah. Is he shorter than 6'10"? Yeah.
Is he
he's like 5'11". So if you want to do Russell Wilson, it'll give us a little boundary, I guess. Nice. Easy. Get it off my screen.
Easy.
It's too easy. Get out of here.
Wow. Why are you naming all these NFC QBs, bro?
All I did was Jalen Hurts. You named Derek Carr.
Isn't he AFC?
No, he's NFC. Saints are NFC.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Yeah. You're telling me.
I don't know. It's a forgotten team.
Yeah, who cares about those guys?
But
let's
finish it off
picks
with our favorite topic. Underdog fantasy picks. Noah's on a hot streak, I think.
And I've been 3 for 3 on my picks the last 2 weeks, I think. So, but yeah, in general, I've won twice in the last 3 days.
I think I won $7 in the last week.
Nice. I won 10 twice because I pushed on 2. So, $20.
Nice.
But for my picks, this week, I think we start off with Patrick's favorite team, the New England Patriots. We love a Mac Jones team, and I'm gonna go Demario Douglas, higher than 45.5 receiving yards. He's 46.5. He's the guy now. He's taking over the number 1 spot. They're going against a weak secondary with the Colts, so he should get some yards there. Next, we're going to go to the best team in the NFL right now, the Ravens. Lamar Jackson against a tough defense. I think this is the first time we're doing this. I'm taking the lower on the passing yards. 202.5. 203.5. It went up. Nice. Passing yards. Let's go under. Lower. This is the first time we ever chose a lower. And then go Rashad White. With the Bucks. And I've hit on him the last 3 weeks with this, so I want to continue it. The higher on the receiving yards, 25.5.
It's like I think you were picking McCaffrey, right?
Yeah, McCaffrey kept hitting, and then I'm like, you know what? They're throwing to Rashad White now. Let's just go with Rashad.
Yep. Well, my picks this week, coming off a hot hand here, going with Minnesota, Joshua Dobbs. I think he's gonna run more than 27.5 rushing yards. He seems like a runner.
He gets surprised how much he runs.
Yeah, I think he's been getting over 27 the last 3 games, so it's in the cards. Next, I mean, this has to be a lock every week. Every week.
For the past 5-6 weeks, yes.
CeeDee Lamb getting higher than 6 receptions. He's been getting double digits every single game. And then finally, if you don't like any of those picks, I got a Kenny Pickett.
Oh, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett. Lower than 204 passing yards. So
lower.
Yep.
Ooh. Double lowers. If you like to take the under.
He hasn't hit 200 in the past 3 games. So
Green Bay sucks.
Why change now?
Green Bay sucks. But yeah, their secondary is pretty good. So
it's gonna be bottom of the barrel teams going at it. So it's gonna be low scoring, probably.
I think Pittsburgh has a winning record. So
they do 5-3. They've been out yardaged.
Yeah, somehow they find a way to win.
Yeah,
it's a Mike Tomlin team right there.
So those are our underdog picks for Sunday, NFL Sunday. Let us know who you are picking. If you're riding with any of those, let us know. If you want us to do another sport of underdog, like basketball, let us know. That's the only 2 sports we would do.
Yeah, Patrick tried hockey once.
I'm not doing it in a show.
There was one day, one day there was no basketball, baseball, or football.
Yeah,
I did a little soccer. Cause I got a little promotion one. I got 2 right.
Nice
out of the 5.
Oh,
so I think I must stick away with the soccer.
Nice.
I had no idea any of those names. I just
knew it always goes bad when we try to switch sports. So
yeah,
to a sport we don't watch.
Do some research, I've
been trying to hit on a college football, all these like no-name teams during the week.
I did hit a college football last week too, and I said I was giving up on college football because I was doing awful, but I hit it. Yep. So I'm back.
We are back, but this is the end of episode number 60 or 160 if you're listening to it and you made it all the way to the end. Follow us on TikTok at the MPP Live for all our best content and exclusive content. And go like, comment, subscribe on our YouTubes. And we will see everyone in the next one.